Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and it's time, as you can see, for some more Pokemon GO here on the old channel. Starting things off kind of interestingly, we have a 7-kilometer egg hatching up right now. What do we happen to get? Oh, Alolan Grimer. Cool. Where are you from, anyway? Well, first of all, of course, check the old Stataroonies. We see... Alright. You are from Lunenburg, Nova Scotia, Canada. There we go. Alright, so yes, we are back here for some more Pokemon GO. A couple things are happening in the game right now, which I felt warranted another video. First of all, there is a news update that I haven't touched yet. I have not seen what this is all about. Get ready for a spooky legendary raid hour every Wednesday in October, because of course this is the month of Halloween. Let's see, we're excited to announce there will be more legendary raid hours taking place in October. For 1 hour every Wednesday evening, raid battles with the currently featured legendary Pokemon will appear in greater numbers. So, as of right now, for 6 to 7 p.m. local time, the 2nd, 9th, and 16th are going to be Altered Form Giratina, but October 23rd and 30th to be announced. Do you think we're going to see some Gen 5 legendaries, perhaps? What would be a spooky Gen 5 legendary? Are there any Ghost-type legends in Gen 5? I can't recall, but there will be an increased number of 5-star raids during the event hour. As always, trainers, be mindful of your surroundings, all that good stuff. Be sure to do that, and keep in mind the terms of service as you're playing the game, of course. And of course, another thing is, so that does say October 2nd and 9th, so Mewtwo is getting an additional raid hour, so it's not overriding that Wednesday raid hour that week. We're getting 2 legendary raid hours, one featuring Mewtwo on the Tuesday of October 8th, and then Wednesday, October 9th will be Giratina Altered Form. Of course, the shinies for both should be available in the game. Now, the only other thing to mention at the moment, no, actually there's 2 things. I always get so sidetracked when I'm talking about. Let's talk about, I guess, the lesser news as far as the overall world of Pokemon GO is concerned. I do finally have myself Gear Loose, my Klink I've chosen to use as my eventual Klinklang in the game. I'll show you the stats. Not too bad. Max attack, defense is pretty high up there, HP is... Anyway, so I did go after a nice little Klink raid. There was one the other day, and I thought, after the weird error, the weird problem that happened when Squit and Azrael, my Pidove, and Purloin were attacking a Klink, and it somehow managed to fire off 2 Zap Cannons in one shot, I wanted revenge for my Pokemon. So we did go up, me, Azrael, and Squit, now evolved, went after that Klink raid, and even though at the end of it, Azrael still took more damage out of nowhere than he should have taken, we did manage to defeat the Klink. And it turns out that one that we caught was the best one of all so far. And that's the one we're going with right there, Gear Loose. It's going to take quite a while to get all them candies we need for evolution and power-ups, but I'm a patient guy. We'll see how things go over time. Now, the other thing to mention is, I'm going to show you some stuff here. Team Rocket is not done just yet. Of course, Team Rocket has been a thing in the game. They haven't stopped. But they're coming back even more in full forcer, I guess, because it says Willow has discovered a corrupt file on his computer, theoretically or allegedly left over from the Team Go Rocket takeover. And as you can see, we're seeing some telltale symbols of that particular letter R in these people's outfits and stuff, plus that little window on the side. And they just revealed a new, what would you call it, a loading screen, like a splash image for the next update, which it's not out just yet. I think people have been saying it's been starting to push out, but I haven't gotten it yet myself. But yeah, it's a pretty interesting looking new intro screen. Definitely heavy on the Team Rocket centric type artwork and implications. And if you look in the back, past all 3 of these, which I can only assume right now are Team Rocket admins, you see a familiar boss of sorts. The boss, Giovanni, is featured. I do believe that means we're going to be getting some admins appearing in the game, possibly even Giovanni himself. So my theory, which I'm hoping comes true because it would be really cool, is we're eventually going to start seeing possible Team Rocket takeovers of gyms. Invasions of gyms, conquering those. I don't know if it's going to be like, if they do that, if it's going to be like a simple raid battle type system or something else a lot more impressive, more massive, because we've had raids, you know. I kind of feel they want to do something different and new as far as Team Rocket's invasions of the gyms. But failing that, I also have a hunch that since it's basically not really confirmed, but heavily implied that Giovanni is from Team Rainbow Rocket from the Ultra Sun Ultra Moon game, I have a feeling the reason he has come here to our real world Earth with his Team Go Rocket grunts is because he came through an Ultra Wormhole, which was featured in Ultra Sun Ultra Moon. I have a hunch that we're going to be seeing Ultra Beasts in Pokemon Go at some point, maybe kind of soon, because bad guys, they always overestimate their capabilities and stuff, you know, so he probably figures I've got the Ultra Wormholes well in hand. I can see something happening in the game backfiring where suddenly the wormholes are out of his control and Ultra Beasts start appearing. But I'd like to see actually raid battles or some sort of thing like that featuring Ultra Beasts at Pokestops, not gyms, because we have raids for gyms. I like to see the Team Rocket stuff stick mainly to Pokestops just to make things different, but we'll see how things go. I don't know when the update's going to start rolling out, but I thought I want to record this part right now, put out my predictions, my hopes and expectations, I suppose, to see what happens as soon as this Team Go Rocket re-invasion thing starts to happen. Alright, all that being said, we're going to sign off for now. I'm going to see if I can pick up some more... Oh, there's a Baltoy. I got to get a Psychic type. I got some tasks to take care of. I did do all of my trade 10,000 kilometer tasks for the World Tourism Day event. Didn't get any shiny Zangoose. Haven't even found any shinies to Viper, but luck can't be with us all the time. However, I will continue walking around, show you anything else that shows up that is of note. I don't think anything else really catches the eye. There's Gyarados. I did get another Snivy. I actually caught it. This is kind of crazy. One day I caught a wild Watchog, Herdier, and Liepard, all in the wild. That was kind of wild. Oh wait, I can show you this. My friend, Professor Ron, a fellow professor at the Pokemon League, recently visited the Florida area, brought me back a Carnivine. I'm not upset with that. Stat-wise, it's actually not too bad either. Ignore the defense, but max attack, 1 point away from max HP. That's not bad. So I have that now in my Pokedex. In fact, you know what? While we're here, let's read the Pokedex description for Carnivine, since it is a new addition, since you didn't actually see it. Unless, can I splice in the trade image or the video? You might see that, or I've already seen that by now, but why am I in Gen 3? Carnivine's a Gen 4. We were at you, James Biting grass type. What's with James from Team Rocket using almost primarily grass types, right? Carnivine, the bug catcher Pokemon. It binds itself to trees and marshes. It attracts prey with its sweet-smelling drool and gulps them down. Lovely. So that is Carnivine in the Pokedex. Alright, all that being said, I think we're done for now. I'm going to pop into class, get ready. We've got our projects on the go for another animation cycle, but I'll pop back in afterwards as more things develop. Class is now done for the day, and we do have an update on the Team Rocket stuff happening right now. Professor Willow, as you can see in these images, has managed to decipher and decode those scrambled images, and we now see 3 potential admins of Team Rocket to appear in Pokemon Go. The big fella there is named Cliff, very burly looking, somewhat intimidating kind of guy. We've got he seems kind of sneaky to me, this guy named Arlo, another one of the potential admins, and Sierra, I believe her name is, one of the Team Go Rocket clad in white, which we haven't seen before. The only white Team Rocket members we've ever seen before have been, of course, Jesse and James from the anime. And maybe some others. They're the ones that I remember the most, though. So we do have that to look forward to at some point. We don't know what's going to go down, but as it said, we do have that new loading screen coming soon in the next update. So Giovanni, as was seen in that loading screen, is going to be up to no good. So I'm eager to see what happens. But let's prepare and keep training against these Team Go Rocket grunts. We have one coming up right over here. Oh, they ran away. You see that? They knew I was on the way. Yeah, so I guess we can't beat them up, but I'm sure there's many more to work off of here. I see at least one in the distance. There's another one over there. So let's do a little bit of Team Go Rocket battling and catching some potential shiny Pokemon, which I'm not holding my breath for, as I always say. But if anything amazing pops up, I will show you that. Oh wait, there is an update to mention though. Coming up tomorrow, I believe it is, Thursday, October the 3rd, starting at 1 p.m. Pacific time, we're getting, I think it's called the Stardust Blast. Is it in the news here yet? I don't believe so. Not just yet, it'll be popping up soon, I'm sure. But it's going to be, I believe, double the Catch Stardust, double the Hatch Stardust, double the Team Go Rocket Stardust, forgot about that. And also, we're going to get guaranteed 2,000 Stardust from raids. So That's not bad. That can get me back up towards the million again, or at least pretty close to it. All right, so as I say, let's do some wandering, see if we can build up some Stardust, catching some weather boosted Pokemon, and see if anything else presents itself along the way as far as these new Team Go Rocket potential admins appearing in Pokemon Go. As you can see, the new loading screen is here indeed. I noticed, so first of all, in my desire to hunt down Team Rocket, I completely clued out and didn't realize that it's Wednesday. Of course, it's Legendary Raid Day in Pokemon Go, so I did wait around at the City Market to see if anyone would join in for some Giratina raids. I did manage to get 2 of them taken care of before heading home for the day, and the second one decided to be a bit of a jerk, broke out of every last one of my Premier Balls, and I wasted all those Pinap Berries on it. Okay, so what? But the first one I did manage to capture, and yeah, I got the shiny. Boom! Let's check that out right here. Also, news update. There I talked about the Stardust Blast. Forget that. The real news update is the new Giratina that I have picked up. Where are you at? Right there. CP is 1895. These stats are unimportant. It's a shiny. So, okay, my shiny luck, it's okay. I'm going to say pretty much all is forgiven for Turtwig Day. I mean, no, the glitch was a thing. But as far as my shiny luck, okay. I'm going to stop complaining about that. Anyways, as you saw, the new loading screen is there. Look, there's still some Giratina. I don't think, with 4 minutes left, there's anyone left to do any of these, but the 2 that I took on were just fine and dandy enough for me. But yeah, the new loading screen. Boom. So, in the next couple days, maybe even the next one day, who knows, we'll be seeing some Team Go Rocket shenaniganery happening here in the game. And I'll keep my eyes peeled to see if I can deal with them as time goes on. So, in the meantime, there's nothing else to mention, I don't believe. I got a Spinda. Simple task, make 5 great curveball throws in a row. I managed to pull that off. Not the shiny, because I hear the shinies in the game, but again, I'm not complaining. I'll be content. Alright, did I get my items from here? I don't think I did. So, yeah, for the time being, I was going to lay low, we're going to hold the fort, going to wait and see if Team Go Rocket does decide to show up at some point in the near future. If so, we'll show you that in hopefully just a moment. As you can see, it's now bright and early the next morning here, and what better way to start the day than with a couple of eggs, or rather, 1 egg. We got 1 hatching right now. Let's see what we get. We got a cute little Purloin. Why did the background change like that? That was weird looking. It always seems whenever a new update is put into Pokemon Go, Niantic goes out of their way to find something to break. Anyways, check the stats. Pretty decent, I like that. Alright, so what was I going to showcase here at the moment? I know what I was going to do. We do have our stamp for the day. Let's grab that, and that's our Research Breakthrough box. Let's see what we get for this one. Do we see the Unova Stone? Come on, game. Give me one of those. There's our Stardust. I'll take that. 20 Pokeballs. I get shiny Giratina. I can't complain about luck. Alright, let's see what we get for our Flower Crown Eevee. Will it be the shiny or will it not? I kind of want a regular one though, because I want to spread the shiny Eevee luck around to other people. There we go. Alright, do I need to use a berry? I don't think so. I'm just going to try to throw right from here. It is cold out today. If I don't throw very well, my thumb is not reacting as well as it usually could be. So that's my excuse. Anyways, another thing happening in Pokemon Go right now, they have the Safari Zone over in, I believe, Taipei City. Is that Taiwan, I think? I believe it's Taipei City. That's our 7-day streak catch of the day, too. But they got the Safari Zone happening over there, and they are releasing, or have released, as of, I believe, 11 p.m. last night, my local time, Shiny Oddish is in the game. And of course, the Shiny Oddish family is going to be available for those people who catch an Oddish, a Shiny, evolve it up, and you're good to go. I saw one nearby. There's one right on the nearby. See that? That one I'm tapping? Alright, so I don't know if I'm going to find it, but you never know. I'm going to try and check this Diglett while we're here, because I wanted to mention something too. Didn't it ever strike anyone as odd that we're getting things in the wild released in a sort of schedule type thing? Now, I know it's just because, Niantic only has so much time to put things in. They want to make sure to pace things out. Like, if, for example, if they put every shiny in the game right away, that would kind of, it wouldn't really negate the shiny rarity. Are you seeing this? I'm going to step a little bit closer. The game thinks the Diglett is underground, when clearly its head is popping up. This is what I'm talking about when I really dislike the glitchiness of AR Plus mode. There we go. Anyway, now I was thinking, you know what? I'm not going to talk, I'm catching this thing. You guys are going to see, right here, the fun of the AR Plus mode in action. How did that hit the ground? See? Check this out. Okay. Thank Niantic for the quiet moment here. There we go. There we go. That's all you have to do, game. Anyway, my thought was, so of course, let's presume, for example, that we are in the world of Pokemon. You would think that all the Pokemon would be available like from the get-go, because like we're suddenly here in their world. Yet they've released them in order of generations and yada yada yada. What if Team Go Rocket and Giovanni we have to thank for Pokemon Go? Random thought I had, but what if it is the Giovanni from Team Rainbow Rocket in the Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon games? What if he has been experimenting with the Ultra Wormhole to try to find other dimensions to conquer, and he found ours? But he was doing tests on the wormhole and sending through random Pokemon he collected. Just happened to be he's sending them through in order of generations. And that could be explaining why only certain shinies are released at some times. Like the very first shiny in the game was Shiny Magikarp, but it was weird that they released only that one shiny to start with, and the shinies are appearing not at the same time. They're kind of staggered out. Wouldn't it be crazy if it turned out that, oh, it was Giovanni all along who created Pokemon Go? Whoa. What if Niantic is just an acronym for Team Rocket? Not acronym, anagram. I messed that up. Anyways, that's enough for now. Crazy theorizing is done. It is cold out. I'm going to head inside, and then we're going to start doing some hunting again, see if we happen to find Shiny Oddish. Would be cool. But, as I said, I can't be too disappointed with my Shiny Matrix. I named him Matrix. I shouldn't say him. It's no gender. I named Shiny Giratina Matrix. Can anyone out there guess why? That is a referential nickname to something from some time ago. If anyone out there knows that reference and understands it, let me know in the comments down below. It's pretty obscure, but let's just say, check the Pokedex and it might give you a hint. Anyway, I'm heading inside right now. Once again, I am back uptown, and it is time to get on the potential Shiny Oddish hunt. Actually, during breaks and lunch at my class there, I was walking around the campus, and quite a few Oddish are showing up, which does indicate that, let's check the news here, that the Pokemon Go Safari Zone, why am I going all over the place? Pokemon Go Safari Zone in New Taipei City, actually, in Taiwan, is in full swing. Why is it not in here? What's going on? But it is in full swing. Shiny Oddish is out there. People are actually starting to catch it. I'm going to see if I can get it. And what's the weather like right now? Perfect. It's cloudy, which is a boost to poison types, which means we could be seeing a potential weather-boosted Shiny Oddish if we're super lucky. But let's talk a little bit about what else is going on that I can take part of, starting today at 5 p.m., which passed just 11 minutes ago. It is the Stardust Blast. I did mention this earlier, but alright, what a sight. Look forward to some exciting Stardust bonuses. So starting today until October 10th, which is next to Thursday, 5 p.m., it's going to be double the Hatch Stardust, double the Catch Stardust, double Stardust from the Team Go Rocket battles, and guaranteed 2,000 Stardust from raids. I like that. I might be using some of my star pieces to boost that up even more. Alright, so let us wander the area, see if there's any raids we need to do. Looking to get some more Clink candy if I can, and just see what we can do for some potential shiny findings here in Pokemon Go today. Alright, late night Thursday evening, Professor Chaz update here. I did decide to cut my wandering short today, simply because I had the promise of a pretty delicious supper to look forward to, so I thought, you know, priorities and all. I decided, do I want to go around not finding Shiny Oddish all day, or do I want to go home and have something delicious to eat? And I went for the latter. But there is going to be always time, of course, later on this weekend to find Shiny Oddish. But before I did end off for the day, I did get a couple of noteworthy things taken care of. First of all, right after recording that first little bit there when I got uptown, I found another wild Hippopotops. So I thought, hey, I've got 4 of them so far. I need my 5th one to choose the best one. So the one that I did catch, not crazy amazing, but that was my 5th one, so I was able to add a Hippopotaps that I hatched up a while ago to our active team. And once I got off the bus coming home here on my the west side of my hometown, I happened to hatch a 5-kilometer egg, which gave us a Badoo. Not just any Badoo, however, a male Badoo. My 5th male Badoo, which means I could choose one to represent one of my pretty noteworthy Pokemon from my Gen 6 days back in Pokemon X. I did have a Badoo in Pokemon X, and he actually has really good stats in the 3DS games. So he's pretty noteworthy. He is Axel. In fact, I'm going to show you the 2 new recruits right here. But I have added, let's find them here, Axel and Hungary. First, let's take a look at Axel. We hashed him up. Stat-wise, he's not bad. Max HP, attack is pretty high up there. Defense, not so great. I'm pretty sure in the main games he has better stats than that, but that is still going to be our eventual Roserade once I can get him powered up and evolved and all that good stuff. And little Hungary here, my Hungry Hippo. Let's see what you're working with there, bud. We have almost max defense, pretty high attack, HP is okay, nice 3-star pop tops right there, so it's going to take a while to get all of the candy we need to get Hippowdon. So a couple new recruits to add to the collection, and I don't think anything else really happened along the way. I will say, pardon me, excuse me, but as I said before, it seems weird that whenever there's an update in Pokemon Go, it seems like Niantic goes out of their way to find things to break, because I don't know how this update would have affected something like the egg hatching. As you saw, the background changes now. I don't know if they intended it to change or not, but there's a weird little glitch when you're doing AR Plus mode. It's almost like when you have 2 planes of a model of a Pokemon on top of each other. There's some weird kind of clipping going on. I saw it a couple of times. But another thing is, if I want to choose which of my Shadow Pokemon to purify as of tonight, can't. We cannot search for Shadow anymore. But I'm going to take a look at all of my purified Pokemon for the time being. Can't. I don't know why those 2 things are no longer searchable. But now I got to root through my entire collection of, what is it, 1,499 Pokemon to find which Shadow Pokemon I'm going to purify tonight, and which purified ones I'm going to be sending away. Yay. Anyways, complaining aside, I'm going to continue my hunting tomorrow. And Giratina just ran away, see that? I'm going to continue hunting tomorrow. I'll probably try to get the video uploaded. If not the evening that you're watching this, then another evening. But it would be the evening you're watching this if you watch it on the first day it comes out. What I'm trying to say is Friday. I'm going to see if I can get this uploaded for Friday evening. If not, Saturday during the daytime. And I don't think we're going to be able to see any of these new Team Go Rocket supposed admins anytime soon, because I have a hunch they're going to wait until people have partaken of the Pokemon Go Safari Zone in New Taipei City? Taiwan? I just looked it up earlier. But anyway, the current ongoing Pokemon Go Safari Zone, I have a feeling that Team Go Rocket is going to wait until trainers have collected all of the rarities there before they decide to come and attack our Pokemon and try to take them from us. So we might not see these new admins until next week. But if they do pop up over the weekend, I'll be sure to give you the scoop on what they're all about. So, failing that, let's do one last little bit of hunting tomorrow and see if we can find anything cool to showcase here in the world of Pokemon Go. Well, yeah, it's going to be a Saturday upload after all. It is currently almost 9 p.m. Friday night, and I'm still recording, so obviously it ain't going up Friday night, but hopefully you guys have seen this at the moment it goes up, or at least on the day that it goes up, so happy Saturday. Anyway, as you saw little bit of a montage. It was kind of cold out there today. We're getting into the wintry weather, and not the best for recording, but I still screen recorded as I was doing stuff. Hatched some eggs. I did actually pick up one of the, the boxes here, the adventure box, to get a whole bunch of incubators to try to hatch up some more Pokemon. So I do have a bunch of eggs on the go, and I hatched some. Nothing too amazing, unfortunately, but more Stardust. I'm using my star pieces because we are getting double the hatching Stardust in addition to the catching Stardust, double the Team Go Rocket Battle Stardust as well, and a guaranteed 2,000 from Raid. So I'm going to see if I can get my Stardust built up. Let's take a quick look-see at how we're doing. Random Beldum I'm tapping on here. 831. I'm over the 800,000 mark again for Stardust. Still want to get to that million. And once we hit that million, I'm going to start powering things up once again, trying to find their candies for them and do some more evolutions. Because, who are we working with right now? Did I do this right? Watch this. Boom. Alright, there we go. I had their names already prepared. So we got these Pokemon on the go. Raditz the Panpour, we've got Frisket the Riolu, Squit the Tranquil, Hungary the Hippopotops, we have Gearloose our Clink, and Axel our eventual Roserade, Badoo for the time being. We're working on that. We've got to get that Stardust, get that candy. But as I showed you, we did do some Team Go Rocket grunt battles. We do not see the admins just yet. They are lying in wait, and as I said, I expect they're probably waiting until next week. Once the new Taipei City in Taiwan Pokemon Go Safari Zone is complete, we'll probably see the update kind of jump in, go live, give us all these new Team Go Rocket leader, boss type people, get them some action. We'll see what's going on there. But I did also take on a Clink raid. I got some more Clink candy. Nothing too amazing to report there. It was a basic Clink, no shiny. Stats were kind of bland actually. Can I show them here? Boom. Yeah, kind of bland stat-wise, so we chose Gearloose at the right time. But one thing I can mention though, you've probably noticed this yourself. Have you noticed that the spawn points have changed in Pokemon Go recently? That's right, they seem to have adjusted certain spawn points. They've added new ones, but they've also taken some out. They basically shifted a bunch of spawn points around. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about that change? Because I've been seeing people saying that, you know, they want to fix the spawn points. They're not broken, they're different. But anyway, they're saying fix the spawn points because they were used to a certain, you know, high density spawn location. A bunch of Pokemon might be showing up. Like for example, in my city here, the city market up in the uptown area. I always like to go there, get a bunch of Pokemon. Now there's not so many, but I think it's a good thing that they did this. And I, you know, what would you say? I applaud the effort, I guess. I applaud the idea. Because part of Pokemon Go is supposed to be going out and seeing the environment, learning new things, finding new places. If you're sticking to the same areas all the time because it has a lot of Pokemon spawns, now that they've sort of reduced those, taken some away, you're going to have to go explore new places. And that's part of what Pokemon Go is all about, getting out there and experiencing the world in its vast variety of places, I guess. So I think it's a cool idea that spawn points have changed. I don't know, have we ever had a really big spawn point change like this at some point? I can't remember, but I don't think we have. I've just seen on occasion new spawn points being added. So anyway, enough about the spawn points. They're different, they're new, I like it, it's a cool idea. But that is going to be it for today's episode of Pokemon Go. I'm still going to do some recording, even though it is getting to the colder season, and it's not only, you know, hard on me physically to record during the cold because your hands freeze while I'm holding up the phone and holding up my other phone, and it's cold out there. But I'm going to still try to do some recording because this weekend, at least tomorrow, we're going to have a nice, bright, sunny day, which means I could find some shiny, weather-boosted Oddish. But I'm also trying to find Drillbur, Snivy, Tepig. Those are all going to be available during the bright, sunny day. At least they should be. They are boosted with sunny day, or I should keep saying sunny day, clear skies. They're boosted when the clears are sky, right? The skies are clear. Can't speak. But that is going to be a wrap for our episode of Pokemon Go today. If we happen to see the Team Go Rocket admins make their big debut in Pokemon Go over the weekend, I'll be showing you that in the next video. Otherwise, well, I want to say I probably want to make the next video about Team Go Rocket's admins. Because they're coming. They're right around the corner. I know it. Because, you know, the new loading screen kind of spoils that. So, tell me in the comments below. That sounds demanding. I would like you to tell me in the comments below what are your thoughts on the new Team Go Rocket potential admins of Cliff, Arlo, and Sierra? What do you think of them? And what do you think is going to be their contribution, their addition to the world of Pokemon Go? Are we going to see, you know, like Team Go Rocket raid battles perhaps? Are we going to see Ultra Wormholes? Do you think we're going to get Ultra Beasts? I know people usually will data mine the information, get the, you know, they start leaking information. I don't think anyone's mentioned anything about Ultra Beasts yet, but they could be building up to that at Niantic headquarters to get us ready for some new kinds of battles happening here in Pokemon Go. But I think that remains for another video to be seen. But for the time being, I want to say thank you folks for watching today's video. Leave me any comments below you want to add in, as well as your adventures in Pokemon Go, any new shinies you found, any new perhaps max stat Pokemon, any new Unovan species, and have you gotten any Unova Stone? I haven't. I ain't found one yet. I want one. Just hang on to. But let me know how things are going in your adventures in the comments down below as far as Pokemon Go is concerned. But that is it for here on YouTube. But if you want to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, I've got links for each of those in the description. And I'm going to recommend check Instagram if you have it, because I'm doing a thing now just to sort of add more, you know, liveliness, that's it, to my Instagram account. I'm starting to make use of the stories feature of Instagram, and I'm doing a little bit of Pokemon Go AR video recording. It's not much, it's like 10-second videos because that's all the stories really hold, but it's kind of cool. You get to see the real Pokemon, or the Pokemon in a real setting. I kind of go for something that kind of fits them, for example, and it's kind of fun just to do that and throw a little video up there of Pokemon in the real world environment. But that is Instagram. Of course, I got stuff on Twitter as well. I'll post short little videos of raid battles, evolutions, new species perhaps if I happen to catch them that are not really constituting a full video here on YouTube. Okay, so I'm getting tongue-tied. That is a good point to sign off for the day. I want to say once again, folks, thank you for watching. Professor Chaz is now signing off to go rest the old mouth so I don't stumble again. And I'll catch you next time.